Hello everyone! In today's video we are taking a look at Decentraland, which is a virtual world created on blockchain. I think this is a pretty cool idea, so let's get into this. By the way, if you like learning about these blockchain systems, make sure to subscribe because I'm doing this series on crypto and blockchain technologies, so you don't miss any of the future videos. Now then, what can you do in this Decentraland? You can create, explore and trade in this virtual world owned by its users. So I would assume it's something like an online game. You can experience some scenery and cool structures made by the users. You can travel in a space or medieval dungeons or entire villages created from the minds of the community members. And if you would like to be the creator, you can also start developing on this platform. You can create basically all the scenery, artworks or some challenges for the players using some simple builder tool. Also take part in events to win prizes. And at last you can also trade, which is pretty cool. You can use the blockchain to trade the in-game items. So if we take a quick look to the trading section, to the marketplace, you see you can buy some variables, so as in many online games these days. Or, which is pretty cool, you can also buy the parcels and estates. So you can become an owner of a part of this virtual world. So if you, for example, click on the first one, you can see the coordinates, where is it situated. So I assume that's this red dot over here. You can see the price, when this offer expires, also roughly where is the area in which it is located. You have some highlights of this actual estate, and of course there is a transaction history because it's all on the blockchain. So you can look at the history and see what transactions were made by who, when, and also what was the original price. So you can see the price remained pretty much the same. I don't know if there is any inflation, but so far pretty cool. Also here you can scroll on this map and look around. So from this top point view, it looks a bit like a Minecraft world, for example, using these Cartesian coordinates, which are basically a perpendicular axis system with y and x, as you can see here. So far so good. If we take a look back at the market, we can see you can also trade names for your avatars, and some are pretty expensive, 100 million mana tokens. So speaking of mana tokens, that's the native token used in this world. It's called mana. You can buy it like any other token, and also you can earn this token on this platform. And if we take a look back at the home page and scroll down, you can learn more about the Decentraland. And one cool feature thanks to the blockchain is also you can determine the future of this world because of the decentralization, and it's because it's controlled by the DAO, which owns the most important smart contracts and assets of Decentraland. So with this DAO you can decide and vote on how the world works. So if we click on learn more, you can see you can start voting if you are the part of the Decentraland DAO. So this is what it stands for. It's Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and they basically own the land contracts, estate contracts, variables, the content servers and the marketplace, but also a substantial purse of mana, which allows it to be truly autonomous as well as subsidize various operations and initiatives throughout Decentraland. So why has this been created and why is it relevant? Well, as they mentioned, Decentraland is the first fully decentralized virtual world, and the idea is that all the players, or let's say participants in this virtual world on blockchain, are able to vote and have the control over this virtual world themselves because it's not centralized. So as a part of DAO, you can determine how the world will behave, for example, what kinds of variable items are allowed or disallowed, and moderate the content or land policy, auctions, among other things. And the basic principle on how this DAO works is basically on some kind of a voting system, with voting about policy updates, future auctions, whitelisting of NTF contracts to be basically allowed inside the world, about the builder kit for the developers or the marketplace, and basically whatever the community deems relevant, and the voting takes place on an interface powered by Aragon. So here are once again listed a few things that you will be able to decide on, such as quickly upgrading land and estates, adding more features, dates of land auctions, size of marketplace fees, where the token mana gets burned in the process, some content servers, allocation of mana grants to development efforts, and about addition of new variables to the Decentraland world, builder and the marketplace, or replacing the members of the Security Council. And a cool thing about mana, it has already been fully decentralized, in a sense that the private key that controlled its smart contract has been thrown away. So if we click on this, you can see here on the Ether scan, it will show you all the history on the blockchain itself. So we can see it runs on the Ether blockchain, on the underlying layer. And if we take a step back on the home page again, you can just click on Get Started, and here you have a brief summary, a beginner's guide. So how does this all work? You can play this on any PC running Chrome or Firefox, so it's in the browser, and maybe there is a hint that they will be developing also a mobile device version. Also, you will need some kind of a wallet play here because of the token mana, which is an ERC20 cryptocurrency token, so pretty standard, which is great for exchanging. It's available on all kinds of different decentralized and also centralized exchanges. Here you have the explanation of the land, so running on Ethereum smart contracts, it's divided to parcel in these Cartesian coordinates, and because it's on blockchain, it's all recorded and can be traceable basically any point in history. And also about the marketplace, which we already took a look at. Now once again on the home page, up here you have the builder section, where you can basically immediately start to work on scenes or land or names. Obviously you have to be signed in, and if you click on the doc section here, you have even more explanation, so about the world itself, some introduction, how it's divided, etc. Some FAQ, so definitely if you have some questions you can head over here, and majority of your questions should be answered here. Again, to more of a detail, there is described the community voting as well, how it works with the voting power and using the mana tokens as well, or even which settings you could use to improve the performance of the Decentraland itself with some hardware acceleration. So if you have troubles, definitely head here to the doc section. Once again, more detailed explanation of the marketplace, what you can actually sell, buy, transfer or explore. So pretty much all your questions should be answered here in the doc section. They also have a beginner's guide to wallets. So why do you need a wallet? What is a wallet? Why do you need it on Decentraland specifically? Also, how do you get one? So they are compatible with MetaMask, which is great because MetaMask is very widely used on many other platforms, and I think it's quite easy to use as well. So this is a great news. Also, they explain the ETH here briefly, the mana token as well, what it's gas and how it's used on this platform. You have a glossary as well, so very cool for all the newcomers. You can head straight to glossary to learn about those terms. And one very cool thing is the explanation of blockchain here. So to get you a basic idea about the blockchain system, you have the explanation here that it runs on an Ethereum blockchain, how it works, and also what part of the Ethereum blockchain does Decentraland use specifically. So if you scroll down here, you can see about side chains. So Decentraland is not running directly on the Ethereum blockchain, rather is partnering with Matic to create a side chain, which is kind of a special kind of blockchain, or we can say a second layer, which is able to handle transactions faster and cheaper than the main Ethereum network. So this is ideal for the in-game transactions, so the changes can occur closer to real time and at a very low cost as well. So great news. But also with more convenience comes less security, so if you want to transfer some valuable items, they still recommend Ethereum chain as it will be more secure. sure. So basically those two chains can operate at the same time, both of them for different purposes. For example, loading tokens from the main chain to the side chain and vice versa. So the faster transactions that take place in the side chain eventually reflect in the main chain when the tokens exit back to the main chain. Also, you can read more about the second layer. So if you click on that, you have a really good explanation what second layer blockchain is. But the basic idea is that there is this second layer which is faster and less expensive on gas, which operates as a workaround the Ethereum blockchain, which is slower but more secure. So these fast transactions and most of the gameplay is handed off the chain of the main chain of Ethereum blockchain, and only the transactions for the key events like earning a game item or registering high score is carried out on the main Ethereum blockchain. But you can learn much more about this here. Also, if we look at the Matic, well, it seems it's become Polygon now, so if you visit Polygon, then you can learn all about the Polygon, about the side chain, which aims to ameliorate these challenges of Ethereum, and here are the proposed solutions to this problem. So I may make another video on Polygon if you guys are interested, or if I found this interesting. So write in the comments if you want to see more about Polygon network. And with this, I think we've covered most of the important points of Decentraland. So now let's take a look at the mana token itself. Now it's staying about $0.25 for one token. It's currently at the 121st place by market cap, which is 331 million US dollars. So pretty small market cap as well, which is not over a billion. And finally, we can now take a look at the charts. So here we have the Decentraland token in relation to US dollar. So we can see it has been launched in the end of 2017, which was the big FOMO back then. And since the crash, it has been going down and down until the March of the 2020, when it entered another channel here. And since then it's been going up steadily inside of this channel, and recently it broke out of this channel. So let's take a closer look at this. So looking at this, we can see it's been staying for a while above this channel for a few days. So we have this breakout, and maybe we can expect some kind of a backtest of this support. If so, that would be great news, because it would mean the price wouldn't be restricted by those supports in this channel, and the price could go higher quicker, which would be cool. But also there is a chance that this was just a false breakout and it will come back to this channel, which is not the end of the day, because still this channel is bullish and in an uptrend. So I'm staying quite optimistic on mana token. And if we take a look at the end on the mana to Bitcoin ratio, we can see it has been staying pretty similar to the Bitcoin, at least in the first phase where there was this downtrend of Bitcoin from the highs of 2018 all the way to the 2019. Then the Bitcoin started to be a little bit stronger than the Decentraland, and it went all the way down here. And since then it's staying in this kind of a channel, so still pretty similar to Bitcoin. But if we take a closer look at the breadth of this channel, we can see it has about 85% upside and about 45% downside. So still pretty wide channel, so that looks quite promising for the price as well. And with this, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please smash the like button if so. Make sure you are subscribed for the future crypto content to come, and I thank you for watching. Cheers!